one.
All right, as you guys can probably imagine, Ray Rice was all over Twitter. The NFL making an example of him. Now the stricter policy the NFL put up about domestic violence, first offense, 6 games, suspension, second offense, lifetime ban. Is this going to help?
First offense, 6 games. when they punished Josh Gordon from the Cleveland Browns for a year for smoking weed.
During the offseason,
ethics. I know.
Right.
That to me is insane.
Yeah, is this pending video? Like, depending on the severity, it might be 12 games.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
That's the point. Like, it's not as though the law looks at if somebody stabbed somebody nearly to death, first offense.
First strike.
First offense. First strike. 6 games. Yeah, you got 6 games.
Hey,
just don't do it
these
again.
are star players, guys. They can't just.
They're star players.
Yes,
they
but
make
they're
a lot of money.
money.
A lot of money, and that's what it is.
They are star players, and because of that, they're heroes. And the NFL needs to remember that. So if you're a hero to someone, you can't. The NFL has, I believe, has a responsibility to say, we don't allow our heroes to do this because young boys are going to look up to these people and be like, whatever, he's my champion.
They don't give a crap about heroes. They're looking at the bottom line and their bank books being balanced. And what it is you're losing your franchise player. And so they went into cover-up mode. And unfortunately, that's how the public thinks. If we don't see the worst of it, we are more forgiving.
And you know what? They're going if they're so worried about their products, they should be proactive and be intervening early and before these things happen. And this, as you brought up, Judy, this is not the. This is a pattern with these guys. They're so matter-of-fact about it. Well, what are you going to do? It happens.
Yeah, this is a huge pattern. They actually have the tools in place to make these decisions early. They have the psych evals. They do the background checks. They know that these things are more likely to happen with certain individuals, and some of them already have criminal histories coming in, and they allow them to enter the draft and pick them up anyway, and then they try to fix it on the back end, not very well, I might add. So the NFL needs to look at their system. They need to look at their policies and actually make a change from the bottom up instead of this back end
and
6 days.
And don't treat us like idiots. We never saw the video. Oh, really? Team Z can obtain the video, but you guys can't.
And this is across all sports. I mean, look at Floyd Mayweather. People still celebrate him. He's going to box next weekend. He was in jail for domestic violence. He's a boxer. He could have killed her. And then he gets out and he's celebrated. And so it's almost like because we didn't see her face, and I hate to keep saying this, but unfortunately, if people don't see the proof, if we don't see Rihanna's photo, if we don't see the elevator incident, we are less likely to really call for great effects.
To be fair, I think the way we think and feel about domestic violence is impaired. Would that be the right word?
Yes, especially with the young people. With Rihanna, I mean, young girls were still saying it was her fault and that she deserved it. I mean, that's crazy.
She deserved it.
And it's it's cyclical and it becomes learned behavior and people get more desensitized to it if they're in it. It's just
like the Stephen A. Smith comment, right, about how, I mean, it was kind of a misstep on his part, but that, somehow women are provoking the violence upon them. Of course, it's a two-way street, but at the same time, sometimes there really is an abuser and there is an abuse. Right. And I think in this case, it's pretty clear. I mean, she was gone for 2-3 minutes. Wow. Did you see the aftermath in the elevator? She was, stuck halfway in.
Oh, he was cavalier. It's happened before.
What if she were bleeding? Is that different?
Yeah.
No, it's the same thing. It's the point is that she'd been bleeding. It's just more of the same.
Right.
But somehow, but if there's
blood,
blood,
So talking about that visual, I think Dr. Drew posed this question tonight. If there was no video, do you think he would be banned?